What's up, you guys? Sasha Boss here, and Evil dies tonight. I just got done watching Halloween Ends tonight at my local AMC, and this movie was immaculate. So before we begin with this video, this will be a non-spoiler review on Halloween Ends. This is probably one of the most controversial numbers in the franchise. This film has so much that people are kind of controversial, second guessing watching this film. But for me personally, it was a really strong film. So, with all that being said, let's talk about going into this film. Okay, guys, going into this movie, I was really looking forward to this film. I was really looking forward to it just because I just love Michael Myers, and I love this trilogy they have created from the beginning with the new timeline Halloween to Halloween Kills, and now Halloween Ends. This is just a really nice period time gap from the original timeline to make it something new and special, almost like the new Planet of the Apes trilogy. You can see my Caesar poster right there. It's almost like their version of the Planet of the Apes, but with Michael Myers. So it's almost what that trilogy is. So another thing why I'm really excited about this movie, I just love Michael Myers, like I said. I love Laurie Strode. It's just amazing. I don't know. I just love slashers. I love horror. And that's why I got excited. And it's almost Halloween, baby. Almost Halloween. Just one more day. It's Hallows Eve. And I just can't wait for tomorrow. But with all that being said, let's go on with our actual review. Okay. So with our actual review going on to this movie, the plot is very simple. This movie follows after the events of Halloween Kills, which this movie takes place 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. So Halloween Kills happened a while back, so Halloween Ends takes place right in a time gap where Michael has disappeared for almost a couple of years. They don't really know what happened to Michael, but he's still somewhere out there, and Laurie's kind of settled down. So the film movie really follows Laurie. She's kind of settled down to a new house with her daughter Allison, if you remember. Sorry for a spoiler from the last movie. I forgot to mention that Allison's parents both have passed away, and he's living with Laurie now. And Allison is now a nurse. So that's what I can all give away with that. There's so many really nice subplots and side arcs. I can't really get into detail just because they're spoilers, but I can say there is a new character. Like I said, there is a new character to this movie. The new character, his name is Corey. I don't want to give too much away with Corey, but he's really interesting. He's really interesting. I really like what they did with him. The story arc was really strong. I thought he was a really good standalone character. There's so much they can explore with them in the future, but I don't know what's next. I don't know. I don't want to give anything away about him, but I don't know what's next for him. I just really hoping there's something cool, but I don't know. I don't want to give anything away. I do not want to give anything away about Corey. Corey's a rock solid character, and I don't want to take anything away for you guys. Another thing about the movie, now I've started to talk about characters. Overall, we have Allison, which is a new nurse. She's almost distraught and almost recovering her PTSD just of losing her parents. She's kind of she's almost alone, but she's almost not depressed, but she's almost how she is. She's just a little different, a little off, a little out there, easy to lose her temper just because she went through so much traumatic events. And her character arc was pretty strong. I like what they did with her. I like almost Romeo and Juliet type of relationship in this movie, which I don't want to give too much away, but it's very Shakespearean. I just don't want to give too much. I think the highlight of the film for me is Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie. This is a really nice portrayal of Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode just absolutely is one of my favorite headline characters in any horror film. It's just a really nice legacy character. It's almost like your Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you will. She's almost their Obi-Wan Kenobi, a legacy character that you can just do so much with and bring back so much lore. She was just really bright, and she just was really empowering character, and she's just straight up bad butt. I just love how she got back in the role over a couple of years. Honestly, she's just really a talented actress, and her overall arc was gorgeous. I feel like we covered so many different little things throughout the film of her arc, and particularly of her character and her growth and where she's at as a person. It just a lot. There's a lot to see. It was pretty overwhelming how this person actually survives and survives all these years, knowing that a boogeyman has been haunting her for years, and the way she processes it, and it's just really interesting. It is a really interesting character. I don't want to give too much about Laurie Strode, but she's a highlight of the film, in my opinion. So going on with the final character we talked about is Michael Myers. Michael Myers, for me, didn't really do much to this one. To me personally, he was in the movie, but I don't want to give too much away about him. He just was really, very, very watered down. Really felt like he's not there. He felt like he just have a 7-year-old man in a mask that knows how to murder people. It's almost like that. Do not want to give away anything about Michael. But Michael is not the greatest portrayal. I think out of all three of those, I think the original one, the Halloween and then Halloween Kills have the best. Halloween Kills have the best kills. Halloween has the best story arc for Michael. And this one has the mediocre, off-putting take on Michael Myers. It's almost like a Pennywise portrayal, but not Pennywise. So I can't really give too much away about Michael Myers. So you gotta find out how you will enjoy your Michael Myers. Okay, so that's all the characters. So go running down things I liked about this movie. Things that number one liked, I love the homage to the original movie with the title sequence. I just loved it with the pumpkin and the main theme. It just was amazing to see that all portray back to give us some nice nostalgic things right there. I love that. And the end credits had the same song. I just loved it from the Evil song. I forget what it's called, but I love that end song. It just makes me super happy. They have that No Hunter's Moon by Ghost, sadly, but I wish that was in there. So that's a highlight. Just the title sequence and the end sequence was really cool in the credits. So shout out to the guys who did the movie. Another thing I really like about this movie is Jamie Lee Curtis. She portrayed a really good, it's probably my favorite portrayal of Laurie in the franchise. Besides Halloween ones, a really great way to tie in the gaps and tie the knots between, or connect the dots between all the events. So however she came with it as well. Another thing I liked is the flashback scenes. You've probably seen that in the trailer, but the flashback sequences just were really good, a really highlight of it. The overall pacing of it was really well done. I felt like you're not rushing the movie. I felt like it told the story in just over 2 hours, and it felt like you're there just witnessing this amazing whole news coverage of these terrific events. So there's that. Another thing I liked is some of the kills. The kills are bloody, they're beautiful. I like brutal kills. One more thing I liked is the character of, I know it's underrated opinion, I really like the character Corey. I really enjoyed Corey as a character. So Corey and Jamie Lee Curtis are the highlights for me. Even though it's kind of sad to say it's not Michael Myers. So gripes in the movie, Michael Myers is my major gripe. I feel like there's so much they could do more with it. And I really wanted an alternate ending. I don't want to give any spoilers, but hopefully there will be another ending in the future to the franchise, which maybe will be a deluxe edition. So I'm really hoping to see it. This overall ending to me didn't really do it. It didn't really do it. I was shocked what they did with it. I don't want to give away what they did with the ending. I just wish there was another alternate ending in the future that helps us with fans who not on the side of oh, I really enjoyed the ending or I did not really enjoy the ending. So hopefully they fix that in the future like they do with the Snyder Cut. So hopefully they do something along the lines without giving spoilers. Another major gripe I have with it, just the overall way they brought back Michael Myers. The introduction of the character was pretty mediocre. It's almost felt like Scream at times. It really felt like Scream. I don't want to give any details on that at all. That's not anything I want to give out or disclose in this video without spoiling. One more major gripe I have about this movie is the overall thing I did not like about it. I felt like some of the scenes getting ready for Halloween felt pretty long. It felt pretty long. You don't really get to see Michael for a pretty long time in the film. He gets mentioned, but you don't get to see him till later on. So you don't get to see the mainline slasher until later on. It's pretty self-explanatory if you've seen other slasher movies. You see something like that. It's just really weird. It takes so long to get to the plot of the horror elements. So it takes a little bit. It takes it takes a little bit, but once you do, you get it. It's almost like reading Lord of the Rings. So, because the hobbits travel and travel until they get to Council Elrond without spoilers. So it's all about that. So all in all, how do I rank this movie? This movie is a solid 8 out of 10 for myself. I really enjoyed Halloween Ends. And hopefully you guys will too if you guys check it out in theaters or Peacock. I highly recommend you guys see it in theaters just because it's Halloween, it's a legacy slasher. You gotta watch it at least once in theaters. Just because it's a lot of fun to get ready for Halloween. And it's also a great way just to have a blast blast from the past back to come to your theaters. So something you might mention like that. For casual Halloween fans, I probably say it's probably not the best one in the franchise. For hardcore horror fans, I think this is a solid movie. Not the best one of the year, in my opinion. That goes to Jordan Peele's Nope. But overall, for me personally, as a mediocre / a big Michael Myers fan, because he's a big slasher, I really think this movie is a solid 8 out of 10. So with all that being said, I'm out of here, and hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your day and night and evening, and hopefully you guys will enjoy more Sasha Boss videos like this in the future. And leave in the comments what you guys think overall of Halloween Ends. I enjoyed it. I'm one of the people who really enjoyed this movie. I know I'm one of those people like against it. I'm not really towards that. I'm one of the people who just really, really enjoyed this movie. So, thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos like this in the future.